Jungkook, the CEO, tall, handsome, sharp-suited. He was cold. He rejected every marriage proposal, every model. People whispered he had no heart, but heart doesn't stay frozen forever. Sometime, the right warmth can melt the thickest ice. The charity yard was full of important people. Jin had forced Jungkook to come. Jungkook, you need to see something beside your office work. Look out, it feels feeling. Unlike you, Jungkook just signed. He walked around looking at the painting with no interest. Then he stopped in front of a big, colorful painting. It was a field with wildflowers under a sky that was both sunset and sunrise. It was messy but full of joy. It made him feel something. He looked at the nameplate, Golden Tears, by Kim Theon. Just then a man bumped into him, almost tripped. Jungkook catch him by his arm. Oh, I'm so sorry. My shoe. It's being silly. The man. Theon looked up. He saw Jungkook's sharp, cold face, and his smile faded a little. He looked nervous. Jungkook didn't let go of his arm. The touch was warm. You are the artist. It wasn't a question. They blinked. Yes, that's my painting. Do you like it? Jungkook looked back in the painting, the wild color, and he looked at Taehyung's face, his ordinary beautiful glowing face. It's not like the others. Is that bad? No, it's the only one that is alive. The smile returned, bright this time. It was like the sun coming out. Jungkook felt a strange pull in his chest. He, who never spoke more than necessary, kept talking. Why is it called Golden Tears? Because sometimes happiness is so big it feels like sadness, and tears can be golden if they came out a full heart. For the first time in years, Jungkook felt his own cold heart beating loudly. He bought the painting. He didn't just buy it. He bought it for a crazy huge amount of money. Everyone was shocked, but he didn't care. He only saw Taehyung's shocked, teary eyes. Later, Jin found him. You bought a painting. You talked to someone. Who was that? His name is Taehyung. Jin saw him looking Jungkook's eye. It wasn't cold. It was focused. Oh, I see. Jungkook didn't know it then, but the warm, ordinary boy with a golden tear had just walked into the frozen world, and he was never going to leave. Jungkook never dated anyone without a plan. He found out everything about Kim Taehyung. He was an art teacher. He loved dogs. He lived in a small, cozy apartment filled with the plants and art. He was kind of everyone, and he was single. Jungkook, the man who rejected perfections, wanted this imperfect, beautiful sunshine. He didn't know how to date, so he just appeared. He visited the art class. The kids loved him because he bought them all new art supplies. Jungkook, you can't just do that. I can. I wanted to. He took them to dinner, not to a fancy restaurant, but to a quiet place. They laughed. Jungkook just listened. He listened to they talking about colors, about his students, about the dream to have a small gallery. Jungkook stored every word in his heart. One evening, they were walking in a park. They was talking about the stars. And that one, it looked lonely. Don't you think? It's not lonely anymore. Why? Because you're looking at it. You make everything less lonely. They stopped walking. He looked at Jungkook. His eyes were big and soft. Why are you so nice to me? You could have anyone. They faced him. He cupped their cheeks. His hands were warm against their skin. I don't want anyone. I want you. Only you. But I'm just ordinary, not rich or thin or you're the, you're warm, you're golden, you're everything. I know. And I need it. He kissed him then. It was soft, gentle, full of feeling. He didn't have words for day. Taehyung melted into him. His heart was beating so fast. No one had ever made him feel so special. They, are you sure? He is a CEO. He's so cold. He's not cold with me, Shem. With me, he's warm. Yoongi, who knows Jungkook best, just smiled. I have never seen him like this. He looked at Taehyung like he painted the sky himself. Jungkook knew it was fast, but he was sure. 2 months after they met, he proposed. Not with a big ring in a restaurant. He did it in Taehyung's messy living room, surrounded by paintings and plants. Taehyung, my life was black and white. He bought colors. Stay with me and be my wife. He cried. He cried golden tears. Yes. This news shook the world. CEO Jungkook, elite, married an ordinary art teacher. People talked. They whispered, but Jungkook didn't care. He had found his warmth, and he would protect it with everything he had. Love is a safe but storm from the past can find the way in. The past was quite hurt. He rarely spoke about. Before Jungkook, there was Minho, a man who made them feel small, being himself. The chapter was closed, or so they thought. Jin and Hobi was planned a big engagement party. Young was nervous. So many important guests. Cook, what if I spell something or say something silly? Cook hold his hand, kissing his forehead. Then we'll clean it together, and anything we say will be perfect because it's you. They are more important. You are. They feel safe in his arm. Jungle love was like a strong, quiet castle around his heart. The night of the party arrived. They wore a beautiful, deep blue suit that matched his husband. Jungle couldn't stop looking at her. Her breathtaking. The party was at its stunning. All their friends were there. You look amazing, they. Prince John is a lucky man. Everyone was having a good time. Cook even smiled a few times, which made the guest whispered in surprise. He held their hand the whole time, a silent promise to the world. Then the air changed. A man walked in. He was handsome, in a sharp, cruel way. The hand in Jungkook went cold. Smile would disappeared. Jungkook felt it immediately. He looked at Tae, then at the man. Minho walked straight toward them, a fake smile on his face. Kim Taehyung, long time no see. Or should I say, Miss John. His tone was sweet like poison. The friends around them were quiet. Minho, you were not invited. Oh, a friend bought me. I had to see this for myself. The famous Jungkook married an old chubby fiancé. Quite the charity case, isn't it? The word chubby hanged in the air, ugly and mean. They flinched. Jungkook's eyes turned to stone, but Minho, who wasn't done, he looked at Tae up to down. His smile was nasty. In a room full of people, cruelty can feel like a spotlight. It burned, but love can be shield stronger than any insult. Minho's voice was loud enough for people nearby to hear. Really, Taehyung, you finally found someone who pities you enough to put a ring on it. I already know you settle for anyone who take you. Still eating for two, I see. They feel the words. His cheeks were burned with shame. He wanted to disappear. Tears pricked in his eyes, but he blinked them away. He feels small, the ordinary boy in a room of glittering people. But before he could even take a breath, Jungkook moved. He stepped forward, placing himself between Taehyung and Minho. He wasn't just taller. He seemed to glow, his presence turning icy and dangerous. He looked at Minho like he was something unpleasant on his shoe. Who are you? His voice was calm, quiet, but it cut through the music. Everyone was watching. Minho laughed nervous now. I'm his ex. the one who knew him before he tricked you. Jungkook's jaw clenched. He slowly took off his suit. Everyone gasped, but didn't hit Hinhu. Instantly he turned and gently tapped the jacket over Taehyung's shoulder, covering him with pure gaze. He smoothed the collar. His touch was tender. Then he turned back to Minho. His arms went around Taehyung, pulling him closer. You are nobody. You are a footnote in the story of most wonderful people I know. He spoke clearly for everyone to hear. You use the word chubby like it's an insult. To me, it is the softness I hold at night. It's the warmth that saves me. You see ordinary. I see the man who paints golden tears. You see someone to settle for. I see the price I spent my whole life. To look at hands, tears were falling freely, but they wasn't tears of shame. They were of love. You insulted my life, my heart, my future. You're not welcome here. He looked at Yoongi, who was already on the phone. Security is on the way. Minho's face was red with anger and embarrassment. You regret this. He's nothing, a boring, simple nobody. Jimin couldn't stay quiet. He stood up, fire in his eyes. He's a somebody. He is loved deeply by everyone here. You're nobody, Minho. Now get out of before I throw you out myself. Hobi and Jin stood beside Jimin. Their friendly face went now hard. Security arrived and took Minho away, who was still shouting ugly things. The party was silent. Then Jungkook did something no one expected. He took Taehyung's face in both of his hands, wiped his tears with the thumb. Do not let a single word from that empty man touch you. You're my everything. You're perfect. And he kissed him right there, in front of everyone. It was a deep, heartful kiss, a claiming yes, but more than that, a promise. When they pulled apart, someone started clapping, then another. Soon the whole room was filled with a clap of soft cheers, not for a CEO, but for the true love. They wrapped Jungkook's jacket in his arms and finally smiled. His heart wasn't broken, it was fuller than ever. After a storm, the quiet is sweeter. The real hurt isn't from the words of a cruel people, but from the old wound that ripped open. Love is the medicine. The party ended. Quietly after that, Jungkook didn't let go of their hand. In their car, driving home, they were silent, looking out the window. Cook heart ached for him, at home, in their penthouse, that they had filled with plants and art. Jungkook led him to the big, soft couch. He went to the kitchen and made their favorite hot chocolate with extra marshmallows. He handed the mug and said closer, wrapping a blanket around them both. Talk to me, my love. Tell me, what's in your heart? They took a shaky breath, the mug warm in his heart. He used to say those things all the time. You should eat less. No one will want you like this. I started to believe him for a long time. I felt unloved until you. Jungkook felt anger and he pushed it down. The moment was for Tae. He was strong. He's a fool. Look at me, Tae. I love every part of you. I love the way your eyes when you laughed. I love the softness of your hug. I love your brilliant mind and your kind heart. Your body is the home of the person I adore. It is beautiful because of you. He took the young hand and placed it over his own heart. You feel that It's beat for you, only you. Before you, it was just a palm. You made it a heart. They started crying again, but it was a release. All the old pains came out. Jungkook held him, rocking him gently, whispering soft things in his ear. My day, my sweet, wonderful day. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. You stuck with me forever. Later, they were in the bed. The head was on Jungkook's chest, listening to his heartbeat. The moonlight shone through the window. Cook, hmm, thank you. For today, for everything, for choosing me. Jungkook kissed the top of his head, holding him tighter. I didn't choose you. My soul recognized yours. It was the easier, most necessary thing I have ever done. Like breathing. They struggled closer, feeling safer, yet ever in his life. The cruel words of the past were just echo now, fading in the strong, steady sound of Jungkook's love. Love story didn't end it at love you. They grown. They paint new day in bright colors. The next day sun filled the room. They walked out, still wrapped in Jungkook's arms. It felt peaceful. He looked at his fiancee's sleeping face, so soft and young. He traced his eyebrows gently. He smiled, a real sleepy, boxy smile. That was only for day. Good morning. Morning. They stayed like that for a while. Then Jungkook sat up, an idea in his eyes. Get dressed. I have a surprise. He took Taehyung to a beautiful place, but to Namjoon's art gallery. It was closed by the day. Namjoon led them in a knowing smile. In the center of the main room was painting covered with a cloth. I, this is for you. He pulled the cloth away, the caps. It was a portrait of two of them, but not a formal one. There was their couch, wrapping in the same blanket like last night. Jungkook was looking at they like he held the universe. Taehyung was laughing, his head thrown back, eyes sparkling. The love in the painting was so real. And around them, instead of a normal background, there was a brilliant violet color, golden, blue, purple, green, just like their own paintings. It's us. This is how I see us. This is how I see you. Full of light and colors. You are my masterpiece, Taehyung. They turned and hugged him, crying happily, tears into the shoulder. I love you. I love you so much. I love you more forever. The evening they had a small dinner with all their friends, their real friends. Laugh filled the air. Jimin teased Jungkook for being disgustingly in love. Yoongi made a dry comment that made everyone laugh. Jin fed everyone his delicious food. Obi told funny stories. Taehyung looked around the table, then at Jungkook, who was already looking at him. Jungkook leaned in a whisper. His lips would brush Taehyung's ear. See, this is our life. Full and warm and golden. This is our happy ending and our beautiful beginning. I know it was true. He was an ordinary boy, but he was loved by an extraordinary man. And the love made his life the most romantic, colorful story ever told.